event. However, with the vaccine production in Idaho, there is reason to be optimistic.
According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, a man died in a vehicle accident Saturday afternoon. 56-year-old Kurt Branter was driving outside Potlatch, Idaho when he lost control of his Jeep Wrangler, crossing the center line of the road. Branter rolled his Jeep, and according to Idaho State Police, he was not wearing a seatbelt.
Jury selection for the former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is underway. Chauvin is being charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter of George Floyd. The selection of jurors began on Tuesday with 2 jurors picked and 5 dismissed. There has been 3 weeks set aside for the jury selection that could run longer, and opening statements are set for no sooner than March 29th.
The University of Texas's investigation on their song, The Eye of Texas, has concluded that there is no racist intent behind the song. But athletes and band members will no longer be required to participate in the traditional sing-along at games and events. The song was first performed at a minstrel show, which frequently featured performers in blackface. The song has a long history of being performed by musicians in blackface, which caused recent pushback with minority students.
The White House deemed an attack on Microsoft as an active threat. According to CNN, a hacking group linked to China called Hafnium attacked email service Microsoft Exchange, which a U.S. official said affected as many as 250,000 customers. Microsoft said the group is, quote, assessed to be state-sponsored and operating out of China, end quote. It is yet to be seen the impact this will have on the relationship between Microsoft and China. According
to Moscow Pullman Daily News, Moscow City Council is thinking of making every city restroom gender neutral. Deputy City Supervisor of Culture, Recreation, and Employee Services Jen Pfeifner said about 95% of the restrooms owned by the city are already gender neutral or can be if small adjustments are made. The City Council will consider these plans at next week's meeting.
According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, a new COVID-19 death has been reported in Latah County, bringing the total deaths to 8. As of Monday, 8 positive or probable cases of the virus has been reported. The new cases push the total to 2,645 since the start of the pandemic.
COVID cases continue to rise at WSU today. 11 new positive cases were reported today, which brings the total up to 61 active cases on campus. The new total of confirmed cases of COVID at WSU since last fall has risen to 2,248. A little over 2,000 of these cases have been students. Gas prices are rising. What gas and oil sales could look like by the summer.
And why President Biden's dogs had to leave the White House after this.
Washington State University, an institute of...
Wait, let me show you WSU. We're about being hands-on and getting our hands dirty. We bring art to science and science to wine. We build Mars rovers and launch new medical schools, with the occasional pizza break. Now back to work, because we're always moving forward and leaving our mark on the world. Now that's my WSU.
A new report coming from the Biden administration this summer. According to AP News, the Biden administration said they will have an interim report on the suspension of oil and gas sales from federal lands and waters by summer. One of President Biden's campaign promises was a long-term ban on lease sales from oil and gas reserves to address climate change. But Republicans and representatives from the industry are worried this puts tens of thousands of jobs in jeopardy.
According to CNN, President Biden's 2 German Shepherds were returned to the family's home in Delaware after a biting incident last week. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Biden's younger dog, Major, was surprised by an unfamiliar person and reacted in a way that resulted in a minor injury to said person. Because Major is so young, this high-energy behavior is said to be common. Champ, the older German Shepherd, is more relaxed due to his older age. The Pullman Farmers to Families program has just been renewed for the month of March. Boxes of farm fresh produce can be picked up tomorrow at noon, as well as Wednesday, March 24th at noon. The pickup location is the Emmanuel Baptist Church in Pullman, and they can be contacted at 509-332-5015.
The sun has been out recently, but the weather still hasn't been very warm. Here's Korea Pounds on what to expect in this week's weather.
Thanks, Jake. So today we had a high of about 44 degrees, low about 27 into tonight. It was actually pretty cold today. I had to get an extra jacket when I walked outside of my house. Now we do have that, you see right here, we have that sunset about 5:46 p.m. That's going to get later and later as we go throughout the week because Sunday is, of course, Daylight Savings Day. Also, I want to keep your attention here to that 9 miles from the southeast, was not even that bad. Couldn't even feel it. Heading into tomorrow, though, I would say that the temperature's probably about the same. High about 48, low about 28. Not too bad. Temperature's about to be the same. Sunset's about to be the same as well. And that 7 miles per hour out of the east, not too bad. Let's take a look at the state map here. State map, obviously west side, not too bad, about 52 degrees. And then on the west side as well, we have Wimpy about 50. So typical Seattle weather, some rain forecast. But I want to keep your attention here, as we move across the state. We have Yakima and the Tri-Cities about 55, about 52 and 56. So pretty warm, I would say, for this time of year. But also, those lows are going to be very cold. So I would just give an extra jacket as well. And finally, as we move across to the east side of the state, Pullman I already talked about, but in Spokane, high about 49. They got a little bit of sun today, but they also had some weather calling for some rain as well. So up in Spokane, I would say maybe get an extra jacket. Let's take a look at that 5cast here for the week. 5cast, Wednesday I already talked about, getting pretty sunny. Thursday, about the same temperatures, 46 for 28 as well. Friday, about 50 degrees, getting a little warmer, but I want to keep your attention to Saturday. Saturday about to be 51 degrees, nicest day of the week. Maybe go out for a nice walk. I would go out for a walk, maybe enjoy the nice sun, because Sunday, Daylight Savings Day, you're not going to get that much sun, even though we're getting an extra hour of sun in the forecast, extra hour of sun in the forecast. So Sunday, maybe not go outside, but Saturday, definitely go outside. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Korea. What are the 4 Pac-12 awards brought home by Cougar men's basketball?
And Dak Prescott stays in Dallas, but at what price to the Cowboys? When Murrow News 8 returns.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Good evening, I'm Alex Catanzaro with your sports. The Pac-12 released its all-conference team today, and 4 Cougs found themselves on the teams. Senior guard Isaac Bonton led the way after being named to the second team. He averaged 17.6 points a game and led the conference in steals. Sophomore guard Noah Williams was named an honorable mention after averaging 14.2 points a game. Freshman F.A. Abagidi was named first-team All-Freshman. Abagidi shot almost 82% from the field, a WSU record for a freshman. Deshaun Jackson ranked 4th in the conference for blocks and was named an honorable mention for the freshman team. WSU will need those players to step up as they start the Pac-12 tournament tomorrow against Arizona State. The Cougs have not played for almost 10 days due to COVID-19 complications within the program. The Cougs' last game was against the Sun Devils in Tempe and lost a heartbreaker in overtime, 77-74. Men's and women's golf are both wrapping up respective tournaments in the next few days. The men are wrapping up the Bandon Dunes Championships and are currently in 10th place. There are 3 women at the Meadow Club Invitational for WSU. Junior Amy Chu is leading the way currently for WSU at 7 over par. Senior Michaela Bayerlova has been named Pac-12 Women's Tennis Player of the Week. Bayerlova played a key role as WSU upset number 16 USC. It is only the second time WSU has upset the Trojans in program history. This is the fourth time Bayerlova has been named Pac-12 Player of the Week, the most by a Cougar tennis player. Dak Prescott has finally agreed to a contract with the Dallas Cowboys. The two-time Pro Bowler agreed to a 4-year, $164 million deal with 126 of that guaranteed. Prescott will be looking to rebound after a disappointing end to his season after breaking his ankle in Week 5.
How you can cast your vote for the name of a newborn baby otter.
Stay tuned to find out the details when Murrow News 8 comes back.
You can help name Chicago Brookfield Zoo's newest North American river otter. The male pup was born on January 20th, and he's being cared for by an animal care staff. The zoo has created a poll of names the public can vote on. The choices of names for the male pup are Chippewa, Flambeau, Pascal, and Aussie. You can vote on the names on the zoo's website. Thanks for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MurrowNews8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So what do you think about the otter name?
I think Pascal is my favorite of those names by far. I think Ozzy's a little bit cliche for an otter, personally.
I like Ozzy the otter, I can't lie.
All right, so my favorite kind of animal is the otter. So